Opposite view, contrary view is not acceptable. So that means everybody should have the same opinion which I have got. Child wants freedom, and the truth is, freedom is more valuable than love also. Majority people life is either my way or highway. My name is Dr. Kailash Mantry. I am a life coach and a mental health consultant. For the last 25-30 years, we have been researching on all the mental illnesses, and we have been successful to the extent of 80% on an average. Some people we are successful to the extent of 100%, but majority people we are successful to the extent of 80%. And why we are not 100%? Because if the disease is 15 years old and it is not possible to give 100% results in 1 year. And that is the reason why we are not giving any guarantee. If the disease is over 15 years and if you are willing to spend the 15 years with me, we can give you 100% also. But that much time you don't have. You have got your life ambitions, life dreams, and we also don't want to spend so much time with one patient, and that's the dilemma. Today we'll be talking on acceptance, and all people all over the world, this is the greatest problem people have got. People don't accept anything easily, including self-acceptance is also not there. Many people's life is messed up, but they will not accept they are responsible. Just now I had an incident. One of the staff we had hired for 10-15 days, and just by observing for 10-15 days, we saw that this person's utility is not there, so we removed him. He called me 5 times, and after 2 days he came to my office also and wanted to argue why did you remove me. No, there is no reason, logic in giving him reasons why we removed him. But it's obvious, we have spent time in giving advertisement, selecting a candidate, and after 10-15 days you find the candidate not worth it, the salary which he is asking, we remove him. So he came and argued with me for 15 minutes. Where will I get job? Why you took decision so early? You should wait at least for 2-4 months. Maybe if you are willing to work without salary, I am willing to keep it. Work performance. If you produce results, you will get salary. That is not acceptable. Any place, where will I get job? At that time I had 2 offers. I accepted your offer. Now that company will not accept me. Maybe if you are coming here wasting time, better go and try some other company where you have released there. But he knows it. He is useless. Nobody will employ him. And the same condition is with the mental patients and their families. Parents also not willing to accept. They are equal partner in this illness, and patient is also not willing to accept he is mentally disturbed. And almost 4-5 hours are spent in really reconciling that both are responsible for the mental illness. Now let's evaluate what are things people don't accept. People don't accept change, and the world is changing very fast. In the city, in the locality where you are staying, if you have seen 5 years back, see how much change has happened. But old people, they still don't know how to operate computers. The technology, the software advanced to such an extent that majority of people are outdated. They need support. People don't accept advice, opinions, feedbacks, criticism. It's just the opinion of the person they don't accept. They say my opinion is the right opinion. Majority of people life is either my way or highway. They are not really considered there are 2 human beings and the opinions can differ, and they want to debate and discuss and argue and waste their life and waste their time. And it is spoiling their brand image also. The tag I am wrong is also not acceptable. And 90% people 90% of the time are wrong. Otherwise every child is born to become Sachin Tendulkar as a symbolic. That means he is born to produce great results. And 98% children are leading average life. There are very few Sachin Tendulkar, Amitabh Bachchan, Dhirubhai Ambani, Amir Khan, Salman Khan, Dhoni, Virat Kohli, there are very few. And all children are born to create miracles. And it is possible. In fact, we are starting a residential school also, where the child comes to us under the age of 15. By the year 25, almost 10 years of our training, he will be prepared to create miracles in the world. In some area, he will become world famous. But we don't have any degree. And people only want degrees. Opposite view, contrary view is not acceptable. So that means everybody should have the same opinion which I have got. Their view should be same as my view. Then there is some congruence. Then there is some understanding. Otherwise, there is a quarrel. There is a conflict. There is an argument. Now, there is a difference between fact and belief. Belief is always personal, and all beliefs are lies. So people argue with the facts also. This is not a fact, and they waste their life. And they say whatever I believe is only the fact. Especially in the parent-child relationship. Parent says this is the fact. Child says this is the fact. And I know both the things are not facts. Both the things are beliefs. But they insist and fight as if that is a fact. So we have to differentiate what is the meaning of fact and what is the meaning of belief. And then they realize that whatever thoughts they are having, whatever talks they are doing, they are all beliefs. And not that belief does not have evidence, but fact is unchangeable. For 100 years, fact will not change. And beliefs are opinions, they keep on changing. The people don't accept dominance. And in marriage and parenting, the one thing common is dominance. In marriage, husband also tries to dominate in his own way, wife also dominates in his own way. In parenting, both the parents dominate the child in their own way. And the child does not enjoy dominance. Child wants freedom. And the truth is, freedom is more valuable than love also. Not that the parents don't love. Not that the parents are not well-wishers. They are well-wishers of their children. But they have all wrong strategies. And the child understands. Parents' wisdom has not worked in their life. What it will work in my life? People don't like invalidation. People don't like insults. And parents do so much invalidation of the children in front of other people also, that child carries the wound, the hurt of invalidating me in front of other people and making joke of me. Blames people don't accept. For anything goes wrong, if you blame somebody, that person will resist you and may enter into argument. So nobody like to be blamed. And I'm telling you, for anything only one person is not responsible. You are also equally responsible. But this acceptance is not there. Proving people wrong, people don't accept. If you try to prove anybody wrong, he will resist. And it's natural. So stop proving people wrong. Start thinking how that person is right. You will have good relationship. So that means acceptance. People don't like criticizing. So stop criticizing anybody, especially family members. Everybody has got their own reasons why they are doing what they are doing. And they are right in their perspective. Everybody's intention is good, but we don't see the intentions. We see only the actions. One of the girl child did not go to school, was absent almost 90% of the time. But she was enjoying a lot. And we were thinking she is wrong. Because my elder son was very disciplined, very good in studies and everything. But suddenly, at the age of 21 or 22, she realized that I have to study. And next 3 years, she did post-graduation from UK university. And she's doing excellent. But we were thinking she's wrong. It's only when I realized that every child is different, let them all have their own way, I gave her the freedom. And now she's excelling to such an extent that in the next 5 years, I will become world famous. A child we did not study for 21 years. For her, enjoyment was more important than studies. And I strongly believe now that there is the right way of living. Studies is not important, especially the academics. And she's such an intelligent girl. I am really a proud father. Underestimating anybody is not acceptable. If I underestimate any person, or if anybody underestimates me, the resistance is bound to come. So don't underestimate anybody. Today they may be weak, may not be up to the mark, but who knows? Nobody sees in the future. Dominance is not acceptable. So stop dominating. And this is what people do in relationship. In any relationship, people want to dominate. Comparison, people don't like. And this is the job all parents do. They compare their siblings also with each other. They compare their siblings with other children. And children feel very bad and they resist. And they stop talking to the parents. When they are at home, they are busy with their mobiles. When they are outside, they talk a lot. They are fully communicative. Financial crisis, financial problem is not acceptable. And everybody has got financial problems. There is no human being in India, including Mukesh Ambani, who does not have financial problems. Yeah, their levels may be different. Small person may have financial problem of 10,000 rupees. Mukesh Ambani may have financial problem of 10 lakh crore. The degree may vary, but everybody got financial problem. Because money is scarce, money is limited. People resist responsibilities out of fear, out of criticism, fear of criticism. So don't make anybody else responsible for your failure, which normally children do. For whatever failure, rejection they have got in life, they always blame their parents. They make them responsible. Because of you, this happened. And there is something else also happened at that time. One of the children said, my parents did not send me to English medium school. That's why I am a failure. I told him there are so many children who are not going to English school, but they are all successful. No, not willing to accept. And they want to hold their parents responsible for their failures. And all failure children, they make their parents responsible for their failures. Failure is not acceptable, and failure is a part of life. There is no human being who has been successful who has not failed. All successful people have failed in their life. And they accept the failure, they learn from the failure, and they again bounce back. Some people don't participate only out of fear of failure. So acceptance is needed in many areas. Now, why acceptance is needed? Acceptance is needed to deal with the breakdown. Acceptance is needed to transform your life. If you are happy with your life, there is no need of transformation. But no human being is happy with their life. And acceptance brings breakdown. If you accept it, yes, because of me, this failure, this rejection comes. So that means you will experience the life as a breakdown. But the breakdown can only bring breakthrough. Unless you have breakdown, you cannot have breakthrough. They are all correlated. Now let's see what are the benefits of acceptance. And the benefits far exceed all the above points we have discussed so far. When you accept, you become relaxed. And in relaxed state only, you can think creative. Otherwise, you cannot be creative. When you accept, there is joy, happiness, and without that, all your decisions is a chain reactions of resistance. If you accept, then you can become more creative. Accept your failures, accept your breakdowns, and you become more creative in how to solve that problem and how to bounce back in life. Resistance is opposite to acceptance, and you may not be aware. Every 10 minutes you are resisting something, either opinion or advice or some action or some thought. When you resist, you lose your energy. So a lot of energy is spent in resistance. In acceptance, there is no energy spent. So start accepting whatever life throws at you. Accept it as a God gift, and you will come out of it and become victorious. The more you resist, the more negativity you will attract. And the more you accept, the more positivity you will attract. Why 90% people are negative 90% of the time, and they are not willing to accept. Otherwise, all have become famous like Sachin Tendulkar, who have great world history. Positivity comes only through acceptance. I am practicing acceptance, and I had lots of hardships. 40 years, my life is full of hardships. But because I had acceptance, today I am the world famous trainer and life coach, and transforming millions of people's life through my videos. All stress, tension is because of resistance. If you stop resisting, you will have no tension. I'm not saying you will not have situation to deal with. Yes, sometimes there will be challenging situation, but you will not have stress, tension. You will be creative in dealing with the life problems. Fear comes because of resistance. If the young child, 3 or 4, they don't resist, so there is no fear. They are enjoying life. Children are enjoying more life than elderly people. So fear comes through resistance. And finally, because of ego, we resist. Ego is the biggest culprit in bringing acceptance in your life. Nobody is willing to accept it. They have messed up their life. Their ego hurts. So we need to deal with our ego, which is a false identity, and our life will be calm, quiet, creative, happiness will be there, success will be there, good relations will be there, and you can have all whatever you desire in your life through acceptance. Thank you for watching this video.